What's up? What's up, YouTube? How you doing? Wait for a few minutes, get some people on here before I start running off at the mouth here, talking shit. Okay. Open one out. That's cool. What's up, Tammy? How you doing? Wait a minute. Somebody else. Did you throw that thumbs up on the other channel, or maybe somebody else did, or was that you? I appreciate you if you did that. There you go. What the hell was I gonna say? I put out a video about 2 hours ago, maybe a little earlier than that. Got a bunch of views pretty quickly, and I was getting ready to yank it down because I looked at it, went back and looked at it, and there was a comment. Roach that comes on the channel. It might have been him, but it never. I couldn't tell. Oh no, it did say Roach. I'm sorry. I thought Roach was in the comment section. That was the only person that was in there. So he said something that made me question the video myself. He said, look, I don't know if you saw the video. Oh, you watched it. Okay, good. Then you know what I'm talking about. So I took the video down for a couple minutes, and what the deal was is he said that what I was talking about already happened. Maybe he thought it was like a year ago. I went back and checked. He was right. It was something a year ago, but Dabu also said something today of them. It was giving him a crown or something, a silver crown. And literally before I went into church today, I rolled out of here, I put that video up. Should have took my time. That's what happens when you jump the gun because you want to be number one. I wanted to get it out there because it was only, as far as I knew, there was only one other person talking about it. And I sort of do remember rap stuff saying like he was like the chosen one and things like that. So what's that say? Trump's an honorary Jew. All right, but now they're calling him on that thing, the Prince of Peace. And I just saying that seems kind of, to me, that kind of bothers me a little bit. It sounds like you're imitating and maybe mocking Christ, because here you're calling for war almost right now. Yeah, sometimes you got to fight. There's a season for everything. Time to pray. Time to, it's in the Bible. It goes through the whole thing like that. Like it's almost like the Birds song, "Turn, Turn, Turn." I think it is. So what I'm saying is, I just thought that I would take that down for a minute and I put it right back up because it was still relevant, even though he said, look, that was a year ago. I didn't know. And wait a minute, has been given many awards. I know about that, but to call himself the Prince of Peace, or I don't know if he was or whoever, I'm just saying he's arrogant as shit. All right. He's doing one hell of a job cleaning up the garbage in our country, no doubt at all. But I ain't worshiping the guy. That was my point. I'm watching people falling all over themselves. You know what? He's doing that, right? But is he doing that? What I'm saying is, did God gift him all that? In other words, is anybody saying, thank God this crime spree's coming to an end? I don't hear enough about, God, and they're talking their heads off about Trump. And like I said, I voted for the guy, and I roll around with a Trump hat and everything, but there's a lot of arrogance going on there that there's no way he's the new Jesus, what everybody seems to be pointing at. No way. I don't give a damn. I say that without even blinking. Right? He's just a guy. He's a man, and he's doing a great job cleaning up the garbage. No way am I going to bow to him now. What's that? He can win every frickin' award there is. Here's the deal. That's giving him to buy. Okay, that's the Nobel Peace Prize, okay? You know what? Somebody declared that, right? Who got it last year? Who got it the year before that? Go look, and there's people that didn't deserve it got it. In other words, people have been pretty freaking unhonorable, in my opinion. Meaning, even, I'm so ticked off right now that I can barely speak. Let me try again to get my point across. And I'm not pissed off at you. I'm frustrated. Hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing? I'm just seeing the bullshit of it. You know what? Everybody sat back. And these people were stealing our fucking tax money and everything else for years, decades. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, you can. You can speak up like a man with two balls, like you got some guts. Nobody did. I mean, not really. And yeah, you could go to jail. But you know what? I seen a pastor up in Canada speak up, and he went to jail, and he kept speaking up. That's all I'm saying. I'm kind of ticked off at watching some of the YouTubers I watch. Not all of them, because some of them seem. Let me take this off. It's hot as shit in here all of a sudden. Maybe it's the fires of hell burning underneath me for taking on this thing. Hang on one second. Damn, hotter than shit in here all of a sudden. Let me turn the heat down. It's freezing, now it's blazing. Wait 1 minute. There we go. Now I can cool down. It's getting a little heated. Let me look at some of these. The nuts have taken over the world. Yeah, look, now I'm glad that Trump's doing what he's doing. But what would Jesus do? Remember that saying? Would Jesus just declare that he was going to go take this place, Greenland, and do this over there? It's a lot of arrogance going on, that's all I'm saying. And that kind of bothers me. I'm watching one YouTube dude that's never even considered the possibility. I don't hear him saying anything about the possibility that we could be getting fooled. Dude, I was loyal following Trump myself. But the one thing I don't want to do is be sucked into a trap. It's too fucking perfect for one guy to go and do that, to be able to change everything in such a short time. I think it's something supernatural and possibly not a good thing. It's a setup. Maybe I'm wrong. Are we talking about Trump and the Jews visit? Yes, exactly. Thank you, Eric. Somebody, she knew about it too. Yeah, that's my point, Tammy. He isn't Jesus. We're waiting on Jesus still. And here's the thing. Tell me this isn't a weird thing, is that, do you know what Trump's mother's name was? Not that you could say it's just a name, but maybe it isn't just a name. Maybe it's all to mess with your head. She might really have been named this, or maybe it's something supernatural. Her last name is Christ. No shit. Go look that up. All right. And there's all this other things where Trump is talking about the light shining on. The light bearer is Lucifer, as far as I remember. Jesus is the light. The light wouldn't be shining on it. It'd be emanating out of him. The light bearer is carrying it. See what I'm saying? That's Lucifer. That's the wrong dude. So I'm staying back from the whole how great Trump is. You know what? If I'm wrong, he's still great because he's cleaning up all this trash. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's meant to be cleaned up, even by the enemy. Because wait a minute, let me calm down for a moment because I'm getting heated again a little bit. I have seen this video. Yeah, the video, mine or the other one, because Dabu7 put one out too. And I felt a little bit of indication that at least someone else was saying it. I stand my ground on this. You know what? Makes you real unpopular because nobody should be picking on the winner, and this guy's cleaning house. I do. I stand for Jesus Christ, and that's my point. I know I'm a sinner. I know a million different. What's that? Oh, mine. Thank you. Appreciate that. Another thing that kind of freaked me out a little bit is the way it's set up on my thing. I got like almost 30 views in an hour. That's pretty good for a still video, not a live stream. For me, it takes me a while to climb up that high. But nobody's giving me thumbs up. One person did, and then I realized something. I went in just to see what the hell, they don't like it. And I'm thinking, did I say something? Excuse me. So I looked at it, watched it, and I stuck to my guns. I took it down for a second just to make sure it looked all right. I went in and made sense. Because sometimes I rush shit out and there is mistakes. So I put, hey, I made a mistake. It's the wrong date. I thought it was today. Well, it turns out I think it actually was. The one I saw was from today, but there was one from 10 months ago, and they've been calling him, not Prince of Peace, but, you just said it a minute ago, a great friend to Israel, all this other stuff. And I don't know why I'm going on about this. It just aggravated me a little bit. Partly because I see people following after Trump, like, Trump's our savior. No, he's not. No, he's not. And here's the deal. It's great that he's cleaning up the garbage in our country, kicking them to the curb, because that needed to be done. But I still ain't stepping into the Fowler's snare. You know, if this is a trap, I'm not going to fall into it. That's all. I know I'm getting a little overheated on this, but for some weird reason, it really ticked me off. Because like I said, I see people almost praising, and it's getting closer and closer to worship. And we're not supposed to worship any man but Jesus Christ. And I'm going to leave it at that and change the subject. It makes sense to me. What's that? What I just said? Yeah, there's just too many weird things, you know. And if anybody's thinking he's Christ, what would Jesus do? Remember that? I said this a minute ago. Jesus wasn't arrogant. You know, I'm going to say this. I don't even know that it is Trump. Maybe it's his son, Barron. Maybe Trump gets a head wound, right? Like in the book of Revelations, passes on, and then they bring Barron up. I don't know if that's even possible. I mean, if he becomes king with that silver crown he was given, and he's totally ripping apart, this Doge shit's ripping our infrastructure and our order of, I couldn't think of this word earlier. The hell's it? You got the president, vice president. They're just tearing everything apart. And maybe it needed to be done, Evidently, it seemed like it's the only way you were going to get the trash the hell out of our country. And I'm not talking about the people that came in illegal. I'm talking about the scumbags that drew them in here and have billions of dollars and sat on it and why didn't they take some of that money, build up their infrastructures in other countries, right? They wouldn't have to come up here. Why didn't they play fair and build them up from a third world country to where they could trade evenly with us and everybody would have won? It's not communism. That's just common sense. That's my opinion on it. Whatever. I'm going on too long about this. But wait a minute. Balance of power. Good afternoon. Hey, Doctor Who, what, where? Yes, exactly. If you mean balance of power means, yeah, that wasn't the word I was looking for, but that's what I'm afraid of. It's too much us against them shit. And also, there's been talk about this is the last president, and I said that on that video. And what was the other thing? I forget what the hell it was. It was more or less that, about elections, no more elections. I'm sure I heard that during the campaign. And then they're handing them a crown. That kind of bothers me. There goes any voting or we don't have a choice, and everybody's cool with that. They're going to march lockstep into an emperor or a king or whatever. Nobody's questioning it. Again, we're right back to square one. If you go back and look at all my videos, that's one of the things I kept saying. I'm talking about from day one, 2 years, 2.5, 3 years ago, saying about God gave you a brain, use it. Meaning, you should be able to make choices. Should not fall asleep. Use your brain that God gave you, and don't go along to get along. You can think for yourself and discernment and all that. What else we got on here? Must be 35 years to be prez. Okay, you know what? I think you're right about that. But the rules are changing everywhere, aren't they? You know what I'm saying? Who say Barron's going to be president? He might be king. That's the thing I'm talking about. Our democracy, I take that back. That's not what we got here. We got a constitutional republic, and that's what I'm upset about. It's getting shredded. Our Bill of Rights everything's going to be gone after all the scumbags are cleared out, right? Now we don't need this anymore. Crumple up, throw it over your shoulder, and just march along, and everything's okay. And what I say goes kind of mentality. That's what I'm afraid of, and we all should be. To be at the whim of a king to say, I don't like that group of people over there. Not that he's going to do that. I'm just saying that's dangerous. We should all have a voice in our country. That's what the Constitution tried to do. What's this here? Okay. I know you are, Tammy. Don't anybody take anything what I'm saying to heart here. I'm venting because for some weird reason, probably being a human being, maybe I got something caught in my gut there. Maybe I gotta not be thin-skinned. I'm man enough to say I might be in the wrong by ranting, or maybe I'm not. But the reason being is, I thought people were like looking at like, what the hell? Trump's cleaning up and you're over there bad-mouthing. No, I'm not bad-mouthing. I'm bad-mouthing the people that are trying to worship him, in a way. You know what I mean? It's nothing right. Give him a good attaboy, pat on the back. But, thou shalt have no other gods before me. That's the way we should be looking at it. Anyway, I've been going on for 5-10 minutes like this. I want to change this subject. Anybody else got anything to talk about to get me the hell off of this? So I can bring the blood pressure down. I don't know why. Every now and then something triggers like that. Maybe I'm just crazy. Only blindly. There you go. I only blindly follow Jesus, but never a human. Yeah. I mean, the God that died on the cross for all of us to be saved, that's the guy I'm going to listen to. And you know what? I screw up all the time, but you know what? That's why he died on the cross. So we get a second chance. And you know what? I'm down to making a mess out of my life for many a year, but God's got my back, and that's why I'm going to try to stand up at the end, no matter how unpopular it's going to get, to go against the evil that's creeping in. And it's still just going into hiding right now. Because the problem is, once you get all the scumbags out the door, another group's going to stand up and grab for the power. It's all power grab. Didn't God say to be humble yourself before God? That's what's, So, wait a minute. All right, I'm keep trying to stop. And look, again, here I try to get off this subject. I'm still beating a dead horse. Because I guess that, I don't know whether I was in the right or the wrong to feel that way. Like I said, but anyway, let's just talk about something different. Did you see another plane crashed? I think it was up in, where the hell was that? I don't have my, yeah, there was another plane crashed, and what the hell was the other thing? Oh, this is another thing I want to talk about. We're about to go to war with the cartel, even more than what's going on now. We got the Nimitz, the aircraft carrier Nimitz, been setting up right off the, I guess it's the Yucatan Peninsula. And they're just hanging out there, getting ready to hit the cartel with everything we got, probably. It's what they're thinking. And Can somebody write me the other channel? Oh, yeah. Which one are you? Are you on Preacher Pale Rider, Eric? Let me put it on here. Let me see if I can do it. Hang on 1 second. Give me 1 second. How come? Wait a minute. Trying to figure out. Oh, I know what I got to do. Oh, dude, thank you, dude. I forgot about my moderators. I got good moderators. I can let them do what they're here to do. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate you. So how you guys been doing? Now that I just ranted. Okay, dude. Yeah, I don't know whether I'm in the right or wrong, but when I feel passionate about something, I don't like to sit back, not say anything, and be like hiding in the corner, knowing something's screwed up. I'm going down fighting, you know. I can't understand why it felt like nobody for years. I'm guilty too, because I could have stood up a lot more than I did even. Just our whole country was taking a nosedive into the shitter. And even as individuals, I wasn't going into any rallies or anything, so I'm in the wrong too. The point being is, maybe we should have, all the way back. We've let it get corrupted, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying on that. Cool, you got it there, Eric? What is this? Clearer signal on this stream. Yeah, seems like at nighttime sometimes it gets all screwed up. I've seen it talking in the beginning a lot of times. It's pixelating. Did you guys ever see that? I'm sitting there talking. You can't understand what I'm saying. It's all scrambled a little bit, pixelates and straightens out and does it all over again. Probably I'm cussing or something early on, and the algorithm's messing with me for it, or try to nudge me away from whatever it is that's pissing them off. Or it could be just a bad signal, or my phone's out of data, which that one's just about at. Well, we do, what's that? Well, you do a good job, too. Thank you, Doc. Appreciate that. Yeah. No, you're right. Both you guys. You know what? There ain't a mod among you that, you know, in my opinion, I got the best mods I could have. I mean that. You guys make it easier. I'm talking to a lot of different people all around the world on this thing, and you guys help me. It makes me feel like I can have somebody have my back. And then when I'm running out of words, someone comes in there and throws something to kickstart me again. It's the way I feel about it. You know, you guys are great. Yeah, I'm guessing that it had, part of it could be, like the other day got real messed up. I think I'm real low on data. It's like 70% of my data is used up. And it's slowing it down and everything. I'm wondering, hey, who's that? Roach. What's up, my brother? How you doing? Dude, I was just actually mentioned you a minute ago. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, you got. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I saw him snagging trolls and throwing them out the door the other day, pretty quick, faster than a hurry. Dude's on point. That's why they call him the doctor. He's fixing shit up, man. Appreciate you, Doc. What's this? Did you see the weather? Delaware getting snow overnight. Yeah. You know what? All day long I was looking at the weather on my phone. And it's, you might get a little bit of snow. And then it was like, no snow. And the weather patterns are changing really rapidly. Might be another sign that we're near the end, I'm thinking, because Ryan Hall, I didn't get to watch it, but he came out, there was like a little thing. It said weather pattern switching fast or something like that, or storm coming in, rapidly changing. I guess it's the direction it was going. And I don't remember through all my life, how much the weathermen been off on a lot of the shit. Like, they don't seem to be able to call it as accurately. Wonder if it has to do with they're dealing with manipulation of the weather too. And what's that say? Ryan Hall's great. I go there when I can and watch the weather, or like I'll Google the weather. I don't have a weather channel on my thing. I'll try to catch Ryan Hall, or most of the time I'm just Googling it for my area, Wilmington, Delaware, and that's been unpredictable. Like sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. It just doesn't seem to. Back when we were younger, it felt like they were able to call the weather a lot more. You notice that, or is it just me? I don't know. So how you doing, Roach? Good to see you. Wait a minute. Yeah, you too, yeah. But you know what? Again, you got to look at everything we hear now is questionable. And that's pretty scary. Even when it comes down to, they could be even lying to you, whether you're going to get rained on as you leave the house or not. You know what I mean? It feels like everything I hear is bullshit. Oh, by the way, Roach, you were absolutely right about the comment. I went down there and I actually tried to take the thing down, and I was looking at it and like, well, wait a minute, it's still kind of relevant what I was saying. But then I started getting salty, not at you, just right before that. I was watching a YouTube. I'm not going to drop his name. I actually like his channel, but he's getting more and more, almost to the point where it seems to me he's damn near worshiping Trump. I'm just saying, I'm happy Trump's in there cleaning house and getting rid of the evil and the corruption, no doubt. I just don't think people ought to be worshiping. There's only one Jesus, and they're trying to compare him all the time. There's a lot more examples than what I. By the way, I didn't know that was the one you said. I saw it was like 10 months ago because I found it the first time. I was actually heading into church, believe it or not. Early in the morning, I go into church during the week when I'm not working, which is now, and pray like hell I can get a job. I got all kinds of applications in. I'm just having problems right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's spiritual. I've never had a problem. It seems like it's been slow and hard getting a frickin' job. Anyway, yeah. Oh, no. I took it down for a minute. I don't want to pass really bad information, so I wanted to look at it first, and then I put it back up. And some reason though, and it wasn't you. It was no, I'm not going to say the YouTuber's name because he's still got a good channel, and I'm still watching him. But I'm worried because he's almost feels like he's under a spell the way he's so. Oh, I just saw snow landed right on the hood of my car, But I think people just got to have discernment and question things. So we're not fooled. We're not sent the wrong direction. I don't want to end up in the fire, you know what I'm saying, at the end of all this. Because I think we're close enough to the end that, we can almost see which direction we're going. Wait a minute, what's that say, Tammy? Was that a snowflake or a snowman? Can't even tell. I'm blind as a bat. See that right there? The fact that I can barely see what I'm looking at sometimes. I glance at YouTube videos right before I'm going on sometimes just to get a little extra info. With that, the deal is I got to break myself of that habit because if I only have a few things to talk about, I'll go through it. The problem is I'm not giving myself time to check it out. I got to cut that out. So, wait a minute. You didn't hear back from the hotel guy? No, he told me, come on in, and I still am. I'm going to go in. But I actually went and talked to a guy named Mike Mardozzi. That's not right. Mike, I worked with him about 25 years ago, him and his brother Jamie. He's the president of Purebred bakery slash deli type of deal. And it's kind of like a way better Subway type of place with other things. I don't know if Subway has soups and stuff like that. And Purebred, it's way classier. I can't even believe I just compared it to Jared and Subway, the hoagie pervert. Jared, what the hell was his name? What was Jared? Do you you remember the guy for Subway? He's doing like 5 to 10 in the state pen now. I don't remember his name. I don't even know why he goes shit. But anyway, to answer your question, Doc, no, I gotta check with him. But he sounded pretty confident. But he's been there a month, and I went after I talked to you guys out. I looked and I didn't see ads for the sous chef position. Doesn't mean they didn't need one. He would know better than I would. They might not have put the ad up yet. So I don't know. What's this? Hey, Will, how you doing? Jared, yeah, I couldn't remember. Thought he had a last name. He probably does, but we don't know it, right? And actually, he's probably going to change it after he gets out of the Hooskow, out of the jailhouse now. And he's getting what he deserves. Amazon, that's who it was. Saw somebody behind me. I was watching a reflection. Amazon, man, then everybody's using Amazon every single day. I think I've only ordered one thing off of Amazon so far. I hope to keep that streak alive. Yeah. What's that? So what do you think? I talked to you the other night, Will, when the Eagles won. Hell, there he is, Rooster. Yeah, dude, but here's the deal. I felt when I first went out of work, good luck, by the way. I didn't mean to jump past that. Hopefully you get one too. Thanks for the hearts or whatever that was. Yep, thank you. Wait a minute. Thought my phone was gonna fall. What was I just saying? Yeah, hopefully we don't. We're not here much longer. We get raptured out of here. No, I was gonna say something. I don't remember ever having this much trouble getting a job. This is really freaking me the hell out. I've been around for a long time, and that's what I'm worried about. Am I looking that old that people don't want to hire me? I know I look old. I got the crow's feet, but I don't look that old, though. It's got me all like almost self-conscious, but it's probably also the luck of the draw. Yeah? Wait a minute. I'm going to the wrong places so far. Maybe. What's this? When I used to be a driver for UPS and QVC and Home Shopping Network, ladies run you ragged. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude, there's piles of shit come in here in this development. They're probably, the husband's out working his ass off, and they're at home just watching TV and eating chocolate bonbons and buying shit off the TV, the QVC. Is QVC even a thing anymore? Because I haven't had TV in like eons. 76. 76 is the what? No, brother. I think it's 67. But it's a good guess because it's a patriotic number, like Spirit of 1776. Trump might make it 76 because he's all into the patriotism there, maybe. But again, wait a minute. The government says nobody wants to work. Here's the deal. If that's the truth, some of that can be blamed right back on the government for pulling that psyop, everybody stay home and lock yourself down bullshit. You know what? We've never done that ever for that long over any kind of virus and shit for 2 years. And messed with people's minds with that shit. They ruined people. You know, PSYOP, you know. If Trump wants to deport 30 million invaders, he better go to, what's that? They need, what's that say? They need to depart 20,000 a day. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, you know what? That's the next thing. I'm figuring it's gonna open up. Oh, okay. Dyslexia, doc. That's cool. I'm just thinking, you know, shouldn't there be like a shit ton of jobs open up? And people will be like, oh, no, these guys are picking lettuce under the table. And well, what the fuck's the lettuce doing under the table anyway? Now, I'm being facetious. They're getting paid cashola, which I don't mind that, you know. I don't want no invisible microchip money kind of bullshit, which is where they're heading to. But no, wait a minute. If Trump, I saw that. It should be 64, low but not low. 62, you can actually drop out. 62, you can get out and collect Social Security. You're just not going to get as much. But this is something I got to give Trump credit for, is that he's found money to put, so you actually get a little bit more on Social Security. I don't know how much. And then he's coming up with more money. He wants to hand it to us. You know what? That's the reason why people, you know, are going to feel good about him. I mean, but don't sell your soul for more money. That's all I'm saying. If he gets everybody rooting for him all along, and then all of a sudden everything's all cleaned up and everything, and then he's telling you, well, this is what we're going to do. We got a new money system coming in. The Great Reset's coming in. You got to get the chip. Then a lot of people are going to be scratching their head, and they're the ones that might have a chance. The people that say no aren't going to have a chance. They're going to get their head chopped the fuck off, basically, because if I'm right, and I believe I am, that he may turn out to be the Antichrist, because they keep trying to make, they're like kingmaker. He might be the last president, and then maybe his son takes over as a king. I don't know, and maybe I'm as wrong as hell on that. But go look at that magazine cover back in the day with all the predictive programming. He's sitting on a throne with the gold thing. What the hell was that? Tam, you know what I'm talking about. It was, wait a minute, see if Tammy's still on here. If the government says we're switching money today, what are we going to do about it? Absolutely nothing. That's what. Yeah, you're right. Because people are pussies. I've been screaming my head off for a year. What we should do about it, or what we want? We gotta fucking fight back when that time comes. And even if we lose, don't choose money over God. God will provide. Just believe in him. Have faith. He got the Jews through the desert for 40 years on manna from heaven. I'm assuming what it was the nighttime dew would land and maybe grow. There was some kind of fungus, a lot of the scientists were saying, possibly, that they were living on out there. And the thing with fungus, a mushroom, it's chock full of water. So it would have some substance in water. I don't know that that's what they were eating, but it could have also meant spiritual. Man cannot live on bread alone, but, you know, fed through the spirit. So there's that. Wait a minute. Are you retired? No, I'm a year till I can get there. Not even, about 9, 10, 11 months, I have that option. And I'll tell you what, in one way, I really feel like grabbing that and working a part-time gig and just going fishing the rest of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost at that point. Now, I know that if I hang in there, I'll get some more money. But if I hang in there too long, I might die of radiation poison when they drop the bombs, if I happen to live through that. So it's a crapshoot. Do you grab your money and run, and maybe you get at least a little out of that, or do you hang around and wait, because the good old government's going to hook you up with a little bit more later on, as they're threatening Iran to blow Iran off the map? That's all I'm saying. It's a crapshoot, dude. You don't know which way to go. Fight back to keep The Federal Reserve banknotes. It's a, yeah, no, you're right there, because that's fiat money. There's, but you know what? At the end of the day, Rooster, I'd rather have something. I know it's worthless paper, but they already just got rid of pennies, or they're working on stopping the pennies. Happened yesterday, and I heard again today that Trump said something about it. It costs more to make them. So make them out of a different material or something. I don't know. What else we got on there? I just don't like this, power failure happens. Now you have nothing in the bank because it's all wiped out. Not power failure, a grid down scenario where they blow our power grid out. And then what do you do? You barter? Yeah, okay. But I'm talking about deeper into the, you're going to be bartering for a while, and then all of a sudden, everybody's going to run out of shit. Well, maybe not, because we'll be trading back and forth. But if you can't get any new products, everything you have is going to be stale, expired, and out of date, and you know what I mean? If it's food that you're bartering. Wait a minute. What's it say down here? Well, a lot of people thought that way when Social Security numbers began. Yeah, you're right. Might have been the first attempt at trying to bring about the mark of the beast. Dude, I'm just telling you, they're going to want to put a chip in your hand, and you think you're getting tracked and spied on now? It'd be ridiculous. They'll probably be able to punish you through that chip. First off, social credit score, stop you from getting what you want. Go to the store, and all of a sudden you're only allowed to buy this much food. And they'll have different levels. Well, now we're only going to let you buy these things. You can't, that's a higher, and they'll start fucking with you. Like China's already doing shit like that, where it's just ridiculous. What's that? You're right, Rooster. It's a setup either way. No. I'm right with you on that. I was on here earlier. Go back and watch this video again after it's done, dude. It's probably take an hour for it to upload. But I was going off about everybody worshiping Trump, but I was saying at the same time, hey, I voted for him too. It was the best choice we had. It seemed it, and you know what? Imagine if he lost. It might be worse right now. Probably would be a hell of a lot worse. That those people were just robbing us blind. We might have a little extra time the way it's going now, but it still might be the beast system getting a better grip on us and getting ready to take everything. We'll own nothing and we'll be happy, according to Klaus Schwab from the WEF, which stands for Wicked Evil Fuckers, as far as I'm concerned. What's it say? It should be 60. Yeah, yep. No, I ain't retired. Okay, that's... What's it say? I can't argue with that. Yeah, man, no matter... And it's... Even if you're Democrat or Republican or Libertarian, we're kidding ourselves. We fight like hell among ourselves over shit like that, and all these guys are on both sides of the aisles. Seem to be like friends and having parties together in Washington, D.C. After hours, they're all in the same bars drinking and buying each other drinks. It's a joke. We're the only ones getting screwed over by all this. They sneak stuff into bills to make it harder on us and better for them. It's craziness. What's that? Okay, I didn't see that. Yeah, she's gonna dump me there. Okay. maybe. South Africa accused Israel of genocide. I didn't see that. But you know what? Maybe there's some truth in that, but I guess that's your point. South Africa's murdering white people right now, and that's why Trump was like gonna take them out of there. And what do you say? I can't even think of the word. What the? Like the refugees. Damn, refugees. Like Trump's talking about giving them refugee status. If he brings them over here, that's going to look real fucking bad. Bring them somewhere else, because take care of them, do whatever you got to do. But here's the deal: you move them out of there. Anybody that's brown or black or any other, they're going to say, "Well, wait a minute, that isn't racism." You know, no. You save anybody who's being shit on. I get that, but you can't pick and choose. You know, it's wrong on both sides. Like, no matter who the hell's getting slaughtered, you should never look at a color or, you know, religious thing. You put a stop to it. That's my opinion. What's that? Bring the white. Bring the white. Yeah. Yeah, because you know what? I just think it's just craziness. What else we got here? And it just bothers the shit out of me to, like I said, Trump's not completely the answer. He's the answer for right now because God deems that it's important for him to be in there. Even if he's bringing about the beast system, God could be letting this happen right now because we're like in my opinion, like a matrix, and we're being tested hard. See if we're worthy of going home, you know? I mean, if anybody has the right to test us, Jesus does, because if he died for our sins on that cross like it says it did, which I believe he did, then you know what? He's the only one of us that, you know, can do that. Let's just say, do you know how South Africa Boers are treated today? They're denied jobs for being... Oh, yeah. Right. But you don't hear anybody saying anything about that all the time. That's, you know what? That didn't just happen. We didn't hear nothing about that till just recently. But that's been going... I mean, randomly, you might... That's been going on for a long time. But it was uncool to stand up for any white people. All of a sudden, we were this evil race and shit. You know, no color is evil, you know, really. It's the person inside the skin, you know. Whatever, you got to take a look at the individual, you know. It's a trick of the devil to divide and conquer anyway, you know. This side against that. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. How much is a gallon of gas there? Are you talking to Eric or me? Because in Delaware right now, I just paid $2.89. That was a cheap gas station. It's usually about a little over $3. Ronald Reagan started what we see in South Africa today. Yeah, probably, but you know what? There was people over there helping it go on too. Yeah, know the tree by its fruit. Hey, I never got an email. Hello, there you are. Yeah, I took and downloaded pictures of the cat, and I couldn't figure out. I will. You know what? Do you mind? Can I shoot them over to you via text? I couldn't figure out how to get them out. I put them into my what do you call that? How you doing, by the way? Anyway, hang on one second. So, what I did, Mixed Media, I went through all my videos. I just shot off a few videos, took a picture to, you know, where his injury is, as best I could. But he was kind of like sitting down. I didn't even want to disturb him. I'm going to try to get more where he's walking and stuff. And I was going to shoot it. Wait a minute. Who's that? My cat? Yeah. Yeah, no, he got hurt, and I don't know how the hell it happened. I have my theory, but I can't prove it. Where I live, people come in occasionally, maintenance and stuff. and it looked like someone must have stomped on him. His hip, the back part, the back leg was out of joint, spin out of joint, and he's got something wrong with his paw, so he's walking like this, 3 legs and one's hanging up there, and he's trying to get it by with it. It's heartbreaking, and right now is such a shitty time. I'm struggling again to get my money that I need to get shit done with, they owe me 5 checks over there at unemployment. I went in there. Tomorrow, I'm calling the fucking state representative. I've had enough. I mean, I'm getting a weekly paycheck, but I want the 5 checks. They actually owed me 8. They sent me 3. Instead of sending it all at once, screwed me all up, trying to make me wait another 30 days for this shit. It's actually just now past it. But maybe, if I'm lucky, the lady said she sent an email to whoever was above her, and maybe it's in tonight, after 4 o'clock, which probably came and went. I'll have to take a look later on the Mac machine. I don't know, Doc, because I came home and noticed him limping. And the only thing he could have fell off of is I got a bow window. Here, I'll show you from the car. You can actually see. There's Venetian blinds. Let me see. See this house right over here? The bow window or bay window, whatever you want to call it. He sits up in there, and I don't know if you can see it, but the bottom part of the Venetian blinds, and he's done it before, climbs through to the window and gets all tangled up. I'm thinking maybe he got tangled and fell off the edge, inside. He's an inside cat, so there's nothing outside getting a hold of him. That's why I have a weird feeling. Maybe maintenance guy came in and the cat went for the door, got scared or ran, but he don't go outside, so he would have probably ran a different direction, and maybe they closed the door on him. I don't know. But anyway, mixed media. Wait a minute. It's my. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, good. All right, that'll work. I was up last night messing with it, and I had a lot of shit on my mind, so I put it aside. I figured I'd hear from you pretty soon. I'm in a hell of a fix right now because, like I said, I'm getting backed again up money-wise, and I'm just trying to that, and I also have to go to court Monday for the accident, just to prove that I had my insurance, which I had. I could not locate it in the car, so that's a state law and probably everywhere that you need to have that. I had all kind of paper in there. I could not find a damn thing when I got in the accident. Also, I had a concussion. I'm looking, and I'm in the middle of the road, smashed in the front, and I turned my whole fucking car. So I got the hell out of there, and we called, the other guy called an ambulance, or not an ambulance, the fire department came down. They checked me out because my head was all lumped up there, and then I got another lump a couple weeks later, falling. I had a fucking really bad month. What's it say? Did he fall? I already answered that. As far as I know, he did. Like I said, maybe off of that thing, or he fell asleep on the couch, the back of the couch, and started to fall and went to grab his claws in to pull himself up, and maybe dislocated his one leg. Might went down, and his leg was stuck. Only thing I can think of. Yeah, it's nuts. It's off the hook. It's crazy as shit, man. Yep. Yeah, what the hell is that over there? Check this out. Maybe it's a puppy. No, it was a cat. There was a cat running around outside there. It was a black cat. Huh. There's a young cat over there. I thought it was a puppy or something. What was it? Yeah. You shouldn't have to taxes. You can actually down in Delaware. You can say no. I don't. I'm not taking taxes out, and or you could take 10% out, which I did. Which I guess I could probably change that from this point forward. But there's like 8 or 9 probably about 8 checks left they owe me, plus the 5 they owe me from 2 months ago that I want now. 2.5, maybe about closing in on 3 months actually. Anyway, I forgot what the fuck I was going to say again. It was about the cat, I think. Yeah, I can't figure out how he could have got hurt. I thought about it, and the Venetian blinds, you probably can't see it from here. The bottom, it's all like pulled out and shit. And he tore up the ones in my room before. And the problem is they're $40 a piece. Because I went over to the office and you got to pay for it. It's $40 or they don't say nothing about it if it's not. Mine's fucked up on the other side. I put a piece of white poster board in there and they left me alone. I was going to put a white curtain soon. That thing's been like that for a little minute. What's this? Cats hang themselves with those damn lines. No shit. Then I might be right. That's fucked up. I'm sitting there blaming it on. That was the only other thought. I walked around the house. Man, oh man. You know what? They're sharp too. I'm wondering if he had sliced something in his paw as well. You know what I'm saying? He got tangled in there. He's trying to pull because you pick up. He's broken pieces off of that, right? And you pick it up like the edges are almost sharp. Wow, shit. You know what I might try to do? I might put them all the way up, right? Just get curtains and see. And if they say something, say, look, my cat got injured bad. I think it actually happened before he had an injury with his leg, but he healed. It was only just very little time. And again, that's about 2 years ago when I first moved in here. And he more or less used to climb in there. And I don't know why. Everybody has them in the windows, but I thought I saw someone. There must be 50 different places in here, maybe more than that. Little bungalow type apartments, and I don't know whether it'd say anything if you break the. It's like a uniform code, but they didn't say anything when that thing's torn up. They haven't said anything. And I would say how much I was going to get one. But when they said $40, I said, I can't do it now. And they left me alone. That's what I think. You know what, Mixed Media? I'd rather think that than someone came in like a maintenance guy and did something. I mean, that was really fucking my head up thinking that. Because there's a lot of sick assholes in the world, you think. Or maybe by accident, like the cat ran towards the door, which he would never do. He would, if he got scared, he'd run and hide somewhere, like under the couch or something. He wouldn't go outside. He was an outdoor cat years ago at my other place, but no, these cats don't want to go out. You know what, though? That actually makes me feel a little bit better that it happened like that in a way than someone doing something. Yeah, actually a lot better, you know? I don't know what to do about that. Like I was saying, maybe I can pull the Venetian blinds so they're all the way up to the top and put curtains in there or something. And if they say, look, dude, I'll take pictures of the cat and say, that thing's gonna, are you sure? That does sound like that probably could happen. And I'm gonna tell them if they say anything. I mean, what's that? Yeah, I just saw a couple snowflakes. Is any of it landing there, Tammy? Oh, you know what? That's the next thing you said about filing taxes. When I thought I heard Trump saying he's doing away with taxes for American citizens, just going to be using tariff money. What's it going to do to all the people that owed back taxes? I wonder. Is that what do you call that? Like a forgiveness thing where they'll just throw that out the door? Let the power grid go down and all the accounting goes to hell, including your fucking bank accounts. When it goes back up, you might not have nothing left, and they can't really charge anything either for your, what's that? They're going to get that one last year of tax money out of us poor slobs. But you know what? By the time the year's over, then they're going to hit us with a nuke. Hey, there she is, little bit of pure gold. How you doing? Good seeing you. Yeah, exactly, dude. You know what, Doc? We might all be living in teepees pretty soon. Because this shit's going to be crazy when rent goes to hell up. You'll have to pitch a tent somewhere. You know where I'm gonna go down frickin' Washington D.C. and pitch a tent on Congress's lawn, and every day I'm gonna get up and take a crap on the fucking stairs up there, hoping that Pelosi steps in and falls down and breaks her other hip. Because those guys have stolen so much money off of us, it's ridiculous. You know what? It's time to make sure I got battery on these. Okay, I got some on there. 18% on there. Wait a minute. 10%.